Praise God, I got such a great job. I got unbelievable kids to work with. Our crowd, I just saw we set a record for attendance. What was unbelievable tonight with the energy they brought from before the tip even started all throughout the buzzer to after the buzzer. These three guys up here, they've been sensational for us since the day they got on campus, and I think the last month has been some of their best basketball of their career. Each guy tonight, I thought, carried us in different ways. Bashil by protecting the rim for us, Alec by scoring, rebounding, and then I thought Keith, I thought his defense to start the second half really set a tone for our team, and he hit some key shots for us and really controlled the ball well. So, I just thank God for this victory. It's such a big one for our program to get to go to New York, and I know our guys and our whole Valpo family is really, really excited for this opportunity.
13 points over the last 22 and a half minutes of the game. I mean, that's how you draw it up, but can you ever dream of something like that?
Our guys were really locked in and really tenacious on defense. Obviously St. Mary's played 2 days ago and had to travel a long way. But I thought our guys really got there and contested well. And I thought Bashil, he took away some easy points that they normally get. And that allowed us to get out in transition and get some points on the other end. And then, with the crowd, when the crowd's that loud and really going, I think it helps our guys play through some fatigue, which we definitely need in those last, 7-8 minutes on the defensive end.
Alec, they make you work for the entirety of the shot clock. What adjustments did you have to make from the beginning of the game to late first half into the second half?
We just had to finish off the possessions. We knew they were going to run some clock before they ran an action to get a score, and it was a matter of getting a stop at that point when the shot clock got down to 6-5. And so at the beginning of the second half, we had to really take pride in order to get the lead back, in order to make a run. We needed to get some stops to begin that half.
Keith, what did you see as the keys to defense as everyone's talking about it?
Just playing hard and being smart. That was a smart team that we were playing tonight. They could pass the ball really well, so we had to be solid on defense.
Bashil, in the manner of which you did this, and obviously what it means, is this the sweetest victory you've had, or one of the sweetest victories you've had here?
Definitely. It's just a great way to end my career here in the ARC, or playing in the ARC. And I was just grateful for the opportunity to be able to play one more game in the ARC. And we have such great fans, great student section, great community, and I was feeling it tonight.
I think at pregame, some of the coaches or players counted up. This was Bashil's seventh, basically could be his final game here. So this was the seventh one, and probably couldn't get any better. So it was awesome.
Keith, when you walk in and you see 5,000 plus fans there, just what is that a responsibility you now have when you go out on the court to live up to that hype, I guess?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's always up to us to always go out and give it all for the fans. So it don't matter if 1 or 5,000 show up, we don't give it all.
How satisfying is this, just considering the last 2 weeks or so have gone?
It's satisfying for now, but once we get back to practice, we got another opponent, and we got another trip to make to end the season on the right note.
Madison Square Garden, they call it the Mecca. I mean, what does this mean for the four of you? I mean, you've played there before, but what does it mean for the four of you to have a chance to play there, Coach?
It's a dream as a little kid. You dream about it. You watch basketball games on TV. People are playing at MSG, and you just think, wow, that'd be so cool. You hear people talk about how magical it is. Coach Drew's told us, how magical it is. We want to be able to experience that. And I think we're excited about it.
Coach, what was your first thought when you walked in Madison Square Garden?
At the time, again, I think these guys appreciate it more than me. At the time, the first time you go in, you expect it to be, real plush and nice, but it's right in the middle of the city. You can't see it till you're basically on top of it. And you take this big freight elevator up to your locker rooms, which is nothing like you would ever imagine. But then when you step out there, the energy just during warm-ups and again the sound system, you feel like the beats coming out of your chest, just with the energy in the building. And so this will be a lifetime memory. These guys will remember going there.
Is this kind of the thing where you end up having to talk to them about not getting too jacked up before the game?
But we're going to get jacked up right now and enjoy it, And then, eventually, obviously, we want to be focused when the game starts, but we want them to enjoy the experience. So hopefully we'll have some enjoyment and then have some time to really focus and lock in on what we're there to do.
Alec, when you got that lead, just what's, and every time they would make a run, you'd hold them off. Just what was that like to keep them at bay there in that stretch?
We just had to withstand their long possessions, and we had to be aggressive on our end. I think we had to finish stronger underneath the basket. Like in the first half, I think we left a few layups out there, and so it was just a big give and take game. We had to take it to them. We just had to withstand what they were doing on offense.
Keith, you contrast the feeling of a couple Sundays ago when you didn't see your name up on the board to what you're feeling right now.
Say that again.
Okay, you'll contrast your feelings from a couple Sundays ago when you didn't see your name on the other bracket to how you're feeling right now.
That day was a sad day for us. We thought we played good enough to make it, but unfortunately we didn't. But it's a little better now that we win.
Just a little?
Yeah. So, but we still got 2 more games left, hopefully. And, hopefully we can end the season with a good note.
Coach, was this a challenge at all to recalculate their minds after you see that disappointment? I know we've talked about this a couple times, but a lot of teams would have folded and quit. And what was it about this group that kept them from doing that?
It's the same reason why they had won, average was about 27 wins coming into the NIT because of their resiliency and their will to win and will to compete. And, this is all on the players. And when they take the court, whether it's shooting games after practice or open gyms, they want to win. And, I just love their attitude. I love coaching their attitude. And just happy that they get the chance to go to New York.
Alec, the second straight year of the program record for victories. Does that number mean anything to you?
It means we got a good team. It just means we keep getting better. It means the guys on our teams are working really hard to improve every offseason coming into the season. So we have different goals every year, and this is just another one to add to the list from the goals that we've met this year.
Coach, you like to keep practice time consistent with game time. Do you think that's beneficial for the players, and are you going to try and do that as you head into New York?
Sometimes it's just coincidence it works out that way, but getting in a routine sometimes is nice. So as soon as we find the information out, when we're playing, what time, then we'll work on our travel plans and everything accordingly.
You had your brother in the audience tonight. What's that like to coach in front of him?
Yeah, it's not very often. I can't remember the last game. I know he was here my first year, and we were blessed to win the conference championship that night. This might be the first game since then, and
That
so
Loyola game, I think.
yeah, so it was neat to have my whole family up there in the crowd.
Anything else?
Thank you, everyone.